3, 2, 1. Let's go. I forgot to put mute. Oh, what happened? 3, 2, 1. I said, let's go. Bingo and a bango. Oh, my lights are on. I'm just dark. All right. Good stuff, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It is always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated, boring pattern memorization, ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and welcome to Sesame Street. We don't do all that Wyckoff theory. All that gives you a, in my opinion, a bias on what the market should do. What we need to do, in my opinion, is treat each level for the level. It's going to have support until it breaks it. It's going to have resistance until it breaks it. Wyckoff theory really messed me up. I lost a lot of money, and I am bitter a little bit because there was a spring. That's what you, and it's funny because with the Wyckoff theory, it could either have a spring or it could not have a spring. Okay. So there was a coin, several coins that had the spring, and man, I was on the daily time frame. I had a mentor I paid a lot of money for, showed me the Wyckoff theory. I entered a whole bunch of trades, more than I should have, whole bunch of trades. The spring happened, started coming up, and then what happened? A few weeks later, it came down and created a new spring, and then it kind of came up, and then came sideways, and then went down some more, 70, 80%. This was a long time ago when I was just first starting to trade, and the Wyckoff theory ruined me. Well, not ruined me, but it took off a lot of my money, a lot of it. So I had the pre-notion to where it was going to go up because there was a spring. I'm just waiting for the rest of the part to play, and it didn't. So now what I do is I do support resistance. If it breaks the support, okay, here's another support. If it breaks that one, more than likely my stop loss is right underneath it. I get stopped out. Now, I have different methods of trading. One is the mindset of a trader. The other one is a mindset of an investor. The investor is where you're going to make all your money, guys. Trading, 30, 40, 80%, 100 and something percent, that's great. But if you have the investor mindset will change your life. Not financial advice. It will change your life. I say this all the time. I've never heard of an investor saying, yeah, I bought a stock or I bought crypto and I sold it at 200%. No, they hold it for the period of time, for the whole bull market or the cycle or whatever you want to call it. They hold it that entire time. Now, if it drops 30, 40, 50%, they just add to it and they keep it going. And then when they finally do sell, they made a 10x, 8x, 15x, 20x, and they're not having to constantly babysit the coin. Now, right now, yes, we are doing some trades, but just to let you know, whenever I post, especially in the VIP, whenever I post, this is a great long-term hold. You might want to just hold it. And I always say this, not financial advice. All right, moving on. Let's see here. We have some coins we're going to be looking at. We have a deep dive request. Once again, we do cater to everybody around the world. This particular person is on the other side of the world, and they asked for a coin, and we're going to do that. It's Sushi Swap. Sushi, a lot of people made a lot of money last season due to Sushi, Uni, and a bunch of other DEXs. So we do have a special request for Sushi. We will be getting to that in just a moment. But before that, what is the market doing? The market is green. But what was a few hours ago? Red, red, red. The market will turn green once it's done being red. The market will turn red once it's done being green. This is the importance of support resistance. We're going to get to your chat, guys, in just a moment. I do thank you for everybody who is here. Thank you so much, guys, for smashing the like. The like really does help support the channel. Not only that, but it gets this in front of other people's faces. That's what I want. I want to reduce the amount of people that are being bamboozled by all these guys that are dressed super nice, have very They're very articulate. They have all these big words that make them sound very fancy. They have all these indicators that make them look super, super smart. I recently met some traders that they trade simply. You know, again, I'm on Trading Wars. They do that every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a great show. And there are, I believe, 2 traders on there where they trade support resistance. They might have an indicator or two, but their main thing is support resistance. And I was like, wow. I get kind of, I wouldn't say laughed at, but kind of like looked down upon from other traders that have 18 indicators, 22 indicators, because trading does not need to be that hard. Trading is only as difficult as you make it, period. So make sure to tune in every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We show you how to successfully trade. We show you how to deal with the emotional side of trading. Trading is very psychological. If you can understand your emotions, envy, greed is the biggest one, jealousy, you know, there's so many, anger, anxiety, doubt. There's so many emotions that a trader has. By understanding all this, you actually now gain the power to suppress all these emotions. It's okay to have them, but the more that you trade, the more successful trades that you have under your belt, the less those emotions affect you. So once again, tune in every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, moving on. So we do have Popcat up almost over 4%. We have Maker up almost 4%. Nothing too big right now. We have Pepe up 2%. Nothing too exciting, but that's because all these coins just took a pretty nice pullback. You know, we have Mog. I don't see my coin. I have a cat coin on here, or rather I have a cat coin. I forgot what it's called, but it's not on here. And it's come down a whole bunch. I might add to it, maybe next week. We'll see. And that's the thought process of an investor. If it comes down, who cares? I'll just add more to it. Do I want it to go down? Yes and no. Yes, because I can get it at a cheaper price, hold it long term, and make a whole bunch of money. No, because, well, it's going down in price. However, the long-term thought process outweighs the short-term thought process. You know, I'm okay with seeing 30, 40% loss. I just add to it. And then as it comes up, because I added to it, now that 40% loss, depending on how much I add, is now a 20% loss. And the weeks go by, maybe it's down another 10% or 20%. I add some more money to it. So instead of being down whatever it is, now it's down only 8%. And as soon as it starts moving up, I'm in the profit. Do I sell? No. I'm going to hold it. See what it does. See how many X's that can give me. Man. Oh, it's going to be great, guys. It's going to be great. Every day gets closer and closer. Every day. It's like Christmas is coming. If you believe in Christmas, great. If you don't, it's whatever. Your birthday. If you celebrate birthdays. If you don't celebrate birthday, whatever. Your girlfriend's coming over. Like anything that's a goal, that we're getting closer and closer to your goal. Or boyfriend or whatever. You know what I'm saying. We're getting closer and closer every single day that passes. Man, we went through a rough 2 years, a bear market. I made mistakes in the bear market as well. I didn't start accumulating. Next bear market, every mistake, because you know it's a mistake, becomes a learning lesson. Next bear market, the year prior to the halving, I'm going to start loading up. I'm going to start investing. What I'm doing now, I'm going to do a year prior to the next halving. Just start investing. And by this time around, my trades or my investments should be up 200, 300%. Every single cycle you learn. And that's what I want to show to you, all the stuff that I've learned. I know what to do. I know what not to do, especially what not to do. I made a lot of mistakes. The first one, made a lot of mistakes. Made all this money, and then I diversified. Man, did I do the first, and I made some money, and I lost some money, and I made some money, and I lost some money. And of course, started buying GPUs, and at the all-time high, won't do that again. All right, guys, let's see here. Let's go ahead and, let's see here. We got some coins, I believe. Okay, we have, let's see here. Let's see, is this going to come up? Do I have this to where it's going to come up? Let's try this again. There we go. Grant says, got out of my trades today, BNB and Jupiter. Thanks for the heads up. Oh, yes, guys. I did a heads up today. I did a heads up last night. I'm actually working on a video. I would greatly appreciate everybody to watch that video. It should be up and running maybe in about 2 hours or so. Maybe, yeah, about an hour, 2 hours after the live stream. Basically showing what we do in the group. Like, my goal is literally to save you money. Whether it's to make you money or to save you money. You know, when we saw the market, and we're going to show that in just a moment, when we saw the market not looking too hot, I notified the group. And I also pinned it so that it notifies everybody. I said, close all your trades. It's not looking good. Close all your trades. And sure enough, they started coming down. So I'm here to save you money, guys. You know, I'm here to update the charts. I'm here to tell you when to move up your stop losses. I'm here to tell you, hey, it barely missed our target, but sell it. Sell it. Get that money. I want to make you as much money as possible. And this is just the beginning. This is just, man, you ain't even seen nothing yet. If you're in the VIP and you're loving it, great. But I'm telling you right now, you haven't seen nothing. Wait, just wait. Oh my gosh. Now, if you're not in the VIP, I do have a pinned message where you can send me a message. It is to the Telegram. It's the very first one. You click on that. It's my link tree. It's the very top. Click on that. Send me a message on Telegram. Ask me questions. Ask me questions about the group. You know, Joe, I want to join right now. Let's do it. Now, with this, I don't promise you I don't give you empty promises, empty dreams. I tell you reality. We're going to win. We're going to lose. That is the reality. Now, the plan, of course, is to win more than we lose. Not only that, but keep you updated in the group. I do a lot of thought process videos. Joe, you're talking too much. Let's get on with the show. Okay. So we're going to come back to sushi in just a moment. Let me see if, let's see here. Going down the list of chats. All right. So let's do Bitcoin first. And then we're going to do a breakdown on sushi. So here's Bitcoin. Now on Bitcoin, here's our request. So on Bitcoin, this is the 1 hour time frame. And when the price action was right here, let me go ahead and pull this up. Let's go to our group. And I just want to show this to you. Now this was almost 1 o'clock in the morning. This was almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, or rather I informed everybody. I said, close all trades. Close all open trades. Maybe posting shorts with very low leverage, but I have to see what's going to happen. And I'm glad I didn't post it right away, because guess what happened? Bitcoin shot right back up, and this would have stopped us out. So we just have to wait. We have to get more data. We need more data. Then, of course, it did a bearish retest, and I finally did get a little nap, because I haven't been sleeping. I've been checking these charts, making y'all money, potentially making you money. I don't want to do any empty promises. And then, of course, it started coming down. This would have been a nice time to enter shorts. On top of that, this right here, the break of this level, is when we would have also entered shorts. Now, more than likely, after this entry, we would have been stopped out. Now, one thing that I do on this channel is I show you the thought process as far as entering and exiting. I know, I can see this, that it went up. But I still said, yeah, we would have entered shorts right here. Because this is how we trade. We stick to our rules. I'm not like the other mentors where they say, oh, we wouldn't have entered shorts because of, and then start looking for excuses. No, this is what we do. This is how we would have done it, and we would have been stopped out. Okay, on to the next. Once it breaks this level, well, actually breaks this level, even though it kind of went down a lot already, shorts right now kind of iffy. If it breaks 65, then yes. So anyway, back to this. Bitcoin may lose the trend line, forcing most alts to dump 10-15%. We will wait for the next few days and see what it brings. Patience will save you money. Patience will make you money. All right. So here we go. Here's the price action. Price action was right here. Sure enough, it lost it. It came down, came back up, bearish retest, as we mentioned, came down, came back up. Entering shorts and longs of leverage is very tricky. Man, leverage is very tricky. You can make good money and you can lose good money. So please be careful. Here, it's basically what it's doing. It's liquidating people who are long and short. Coming down, okay, people start opening shorts. Nope, liquidation. Then it does a bearish retest. Oh, cool, and it broke this level. Awesome, let's enter shorts. Boom, liquidation. You know, if you don't have stop losses. Okay, now let's go long. Nope, and then it comes straight down. All it's been doing is liquidating people. So be very, very careful. Have a stop loss, trade with low leverage, and that's what we have right now for Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin, let's go and get rid of this. It's balancing. Look at how well these support resistance levels are. Here, boom, back in July 17th. It's like, what time frame am I on? We had this right here. And it's respecting it. This is why support and resistance levels are key. Right here. Exhibit A, B, C, and 4. Not playing D. Here we had our trend line. Broke out. Here we have another trend line. You know, resistance, bearish retest. These levels are very important, guys. I cannot stress that enough. You learn how to trade with support, resistance, trend lines, you will make a lot of money. Now, can you have all these other indicators? Yeah, sure you can. But sometimes it can get confusing because you may have, depending on how many indicators you have, you may have 8 indicators on your chart and 4 of them say yes. And then 4 of them say, no. What do? You're relying on your indicators. But if you rely on support and resistance, you know what to do. And that's what I show you here, guys. I show you how to successfully trade using the only thing you need, price action. That's it. All you need is price action. Price action will tell you what might happen. It's not a definite, because it can always lose support, it can always lose the resistance, but it shows you what might happen. All right, moving on. All right, so we have Dylan. Dylan says, love the trading group. Joe is doing so much for us. Yes, and like I said, you haven't seen nothing yet. And there's a lot of people who absolutely love this YouTube channel. And I've made them a lot of money. And they're like, man, Joe, you're killing it. I said, yes, but you haven't seen. If you think this is good, join the VIP. Like, you haven't seen nothing yet. Nothing. And of course, I don't like doing the empty promises or empty dreams. Do we lose? Yes, we do. Matter of fact, let me show you. So this is Ray. Oh, this is the one that we actually, we closed out our trade at 35%. I saw it coming up here, and it came up here just below our target of 41%. I mean, literally like maybe 0.5% less, and it started coming down. And I saw that, I was like, no. And guys, when I say I'm in the charts all day, I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I want you to be very, very successful. Your trust in me means the world to me. It really does. I don't want to bamboozle you. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to manipulate you. I don't want to do any of this other stuff that you may have happened to you with other mentors. I don't want that. I saw this coming down, and I notified everybody in the group. Sell right now. Even though we moved up our stop loss and profit, here was our entry. Even though we moved up our stop loss and profit, sell it right now. Who cares about this 6% difference that you didn't get? Sure, could you hold it and hopefully get another 6% if it comes up? Yeah. Take your money now. And we did. We took our money. And sure enough, it came down and down, and it would have hit our stop loss. We would have been stopped out. So you actually gained money by being in the group. The next one, these are some of our active trades that we had open. Now, granted, we don't post, 20 charts a day like all these other groups. We don't do that. We post 1, maybe 3 charts a day. Sometimes we don't post any charts because the market is not ready. When I post them, they're ready to move. I posted here. It moved, almost hit our stop loss. Almost hit our target. Then it started coming down. But this target, like if we would have cashed out here, it's like 6%. Not worth it. We just wait. Came up again, created this almost exact high. Notified the group again. It's not, I notified the group, I think when it was right here. I said, it's not looking too good, guys. It's not looking too good because, you can consider this a double top, then a lower high. It's losing momentum. Everything that I show you in the group, I show you here too. Like, I want to make you money, period. Came down, came up again, same level, not looking strong. And then, of course, the notification that I sent to everybody was right here. Now, granted, we only saved a little bit, like maybe an extra %, but still, we didn't wait to see if it was going to hit our stop loss. We got stopped out. You know, I'm not going to go over too much on this because I did make a video on this and I do want you all to watch it. So definitely watch that video. But my main goal, once again, save you money. I update these charts. I update all this stuff. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Sam says, the champ is here. The champ. Love you guys. You guys are the best. See, Jono says, Joe, you know you've reached the pinnacle of trading when your chart has 20 indicators and no candles. Oh my gosh. That's a good one. Jono, you my favorite. Everybody here's my favorite, but Jono right now, you my favorite. Joe, you know you've reached the pinnacle of trading when your chart has 20 indicators and no candles. Spot on. Spot on. Oh, that's funny. All right. Let's see here. Lenny, we will get to your COTI in just a moment, but before doing so, let us do our deep dive on SUSHI. Now, with SUSHI, before we get to that, let's go ahead and read the comment that was made, or the request that was made. It says, hey, Joe, can you please do a deep dive on SUSHI? It's a project on the ARB, or ARB, and Blast ecosystem. I think this could do great. What's your take on it? All right, so let's check it out. So right now we're on CoinMarketCap. We typed in SUSHI here. SUSHI's right here. It's 184 million market cap. I like going to all to see, well, it had one pump in 2024. So it was way back over here, 2020. Nice bull run, nice bull run. Then, of course, you can kind of flat line. Then it had a slight pump in December 2023. Then a slight pump in 2024. And then that's it. Only one. I'd like to see a minimum of one. I would like to see two, though. Let's continue. So we do have the all-time high was 3 years ago. It's down 97%. And on average right now, they're around 70, 80% negative. Some of them are down only 30, 40% because they've been doing some really nice work this year. Then, of course, for the tags, we do have a whole bunch. We have DeFi. We have, let's see here, Metaverse. We have NFTs. We have a DEX. DEX is really important. And then, you know, this other stuff. Okay. Let's go and let's look at their website. Even though I know what their website looks like, this is just some of the stuff that I would recommend you do when you do fundamental analysis and also tokenomics. So here, it's a DEX, so you can trade, you can swap. Okay. So with that being said, let us go to the last part. And again, this is just really, really quick because we do this pretty much all day or every day, where we come over here to cryptorank.io. We come over here, we paste this, we go to SUSHI, and we're looking for any kind of vesting periods. Now, granted, this is an older coin, so there should not be any vesting periods here. And let's see here, for the market cap, it's 135 million, according to this website. Fully diluted means that if all the tokens were out right now, it would be $194 million market cap. Right now, circulating supply is 77%. So I'm sure they have some of this for possibly, let's see here. So it's a DEX. So more than likely, maybe they're going to do more airdrops because they can do airdrops. DEXs love to do airdrops, and that encourages you to be a part of their ecosystem, encourages you to trade using their platform. All right. So this has been around for almost 4 years. And let's see here. What exchanges are they on? They're on Binance, the King. They're on OKX. They're on Coinbase. Very nice. So pretty nice exchanges. Again, it's been around for quite a while. Now, the last thing to do is to do the chart. So let us look at the chart. Let's come back over here and let's go ahead and do this. There we go. All right. Looking at the chart, let's go to the daily time frame, because you always want to zoom out. You want to zoom out. You want to see what's going on. Okay, so we do have bearish divergence right away. We can see that we have a high and we have a higher high. We have a high, we have a lower high. Now this is creating at the moment a pivot. It's changing direction, also known as a swing. So keep that in mind. This could come down lower. Now, I personally don't trade divergence, because with divergence, it could go down 0.5% or 55%. It just depends on where it finds support. It could find support right here and bounce up. So let's go and just look at this. We're looking at this long term. Let's go to the weekly. If it reaches all-time high again, ooh, man. Let's go over here. Let's do, if it reaches around all-time high, you're looking at a 28x. That's pretty good. Do I think it'll do it? There's so many different exchanges right now. There's so many different DEXs right now, decentralized exchange, where you can actually swap coins. I mean, in my opinion, I see this one going to at least 13, 14x, maybe even 17x. Do I think it'll reach 30x? Anything's possible. We'll put it that way. Anything is possible. But with new DEXs coming out, new platforms coming out, new integrations doing with the DEXs, all that is, they're buzzwords. You know, if there's AI involved in it, if you can use the DEX with other different things, as far as, you know, maybe it's a DEX only for RWAs. Well, then there's RWAs and AI. You know, it only has tokens with that platform. That would be so much easier to trade. You don't even have to know what RWA coin is, but you just know that it's a hot topic word, and you go to this particular exchange that's brand new, and all it has, maybe it's categorized from DEXs. You can do a drop-down menu, AI, a drop-down menu of gaming. You do that, hey, TM, trademark, anybody who does that, anybody watching this who does that, man, that would make us a lot of money. Give you a heads up. But if there was a DEX that had that, to where you don't have to think, you could be a brand new trader, not knowing anything, go to this brand new DEX and say, oh, people are talking about RWAs. Let me do this drop down RWAs. Here's 40 coins to choose from. Let me pick a random one, this one. And then you buy it. Like, how amazing would that be? TM, trademark. So give you a heads up. All right, moving on. So when can we enter this trade? Well, let's go back to the daily time frame. Let us look at this. And what we're doing is we're looking for levels. We're looking for levels. When can we enter the trade? Right now, we do have a zone. And our zone is from, let's go from here to here. It's a tiny zone, depending on how you're zoomed in on this. Yeah, we can do this zone right here. So this is our resistance zone. What is the price range, say, between where our breakout is? Well, let's go from this area to here. Only, okay, 15%. This is nothing. So instead of entering right now, you'd save 22% from your possible entry. We're going to do our alert above this wick, and we're okay. We're going to wait, because we don't know what's going to happen. If the price comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up, breaks up, gets rejected in this area, comes back. Instead of waiting all this time, we can just set our alert and wait for the trade to come to us, whether it's an investment or an actual trade. Now, if you are a more riskier investor, you could enter right now, because if it drops 15, 20, 30%, you don't care. They're just going to add to it. You have a plan. Every single paycheck, you're going to put 20% of your allotted amount. So let's say you have 5 tokens that you're investing in. You put 20%, 20%, 20% on each of your tokens, no matter what the price is doing. Your dollar cost averaging. You don't care. You don't even look at the price. You just add to it. That is going to make you a whole bunch of money. Now, if you're a safer trader, a safer investor, you're going to wait to where, you get alerted here. Now you start investing so that you don't have that great of a potential loss before you add to your entry. So in my opinion, 0.879, you set your alert. The 4-hour candle must close above this level, which I don't see it to be an issue. 4-hour candle must close above 0.787. If it does, you enter the trade or you enter the investment. And then you just hold it. Now, let's say you're doing this as a trade. All right, so let's go ahead and do a level for a trade for a target. Let's say you enter right here. We don't get the absolute bottom, but your first target would be roughly around 28%, right at 1.099. This would be your target. And let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and copy this. And let's go ahead and make this official right here. This would be your target. Now, where would your stop loss be? For your first one, your stop loss would be roughly around just underneath this box. So it'd be about 15%. So Alt J, once again, come over here, copy this, and then do this one as our stop loss. Come over here, and then now we can do this as our stop loss. And make sure that we have this right here. Now, if you are an investor and you're going the safer route, you enter the trade, 4-hour candle closes above this level, same thing with the regular trade, and you set a stop loss because you don't want to lose, or rather wait for it to finish coming down. Let's say you get stopped out at 15%, and then you check on it a week or two later, and it's way down here. A week or two later, and it's way down over here to the negative. Not going to be the negative, but let's just say it comes way down here. Then what you can do is do the same process, make sure it creates a higher pivot, and then you enter the trade or investment. So instead of waiting all that time to see a plus as far as your profit goes, you can just wait, send an alert down here. But most investors, they don't put stop losses because this is an unrealized loss until you sell. So everything is unrealized. If you have 80% and it's unrealized, that means you haven't cashed out. You haven't sold. That plus 80 can turn to plus 60, plus 12, plus 4. You sell. Now you have a realized gain of 4%. So it can always go up and down. Same thing with losses. Right now, my investment portfolio is down a whole bunch, but it's unrealized. If I cash out, I will lose a lot of money. Or if I just add to it every time I get paid, if I have 20% or 40%, whatever I want to do, I can slowly add to these. And sure enough, in about a year, year and a half from now, instead of being unrealized loss of, let's just say 70%, let's say 70%. Now I'm going to take a realized gain of 15x. I'm going to take a realized gain of 22x, of 40x. So that's the difference between unrealized and realized. All right. So there we go. Let's go look at COTI. Let's look at COTI. COTI ready to pull back? Question mark. Well, let's check it out. COTI, USDT. And we're looking at MEXC. Let's see. Ready to pull back. So right now it's right at resistance. I think it's ready to go. So let's go ahead and delete all this mumbo jumbo. We're looking at the daily time frame. It's actually in a zone. Whenever we do zones, I mentioned this before. Whenever we do zones, this is when we have levels that are really close together. So I want you to look, and I'm going to do this gray. That way we don't get, bias. We have closes right here. You see that? We have closes right here. We have closes up top. We have some wicks right here. Candle body barely past it. So we're in this slight little zone. So what I would do is I would set an alert right above this wick. Now, here's a question that you may have, but may not be asking. And I encourage questions, guys. I encourage questions. Please ask me questions. Joe, why do you always set an alert like somewhere higher than the breakout of this level? Why is that? Well, everywhere on the chart is support resistance. Let's say we enter the break of this 4-hour candle closes right here, and we enter. Price continues coming up, meets this resistance. See how the price went up and it stopped and it came down? It created a pivot or a swing, or just basically changing direction. Look at my crosshair. So whenever I'm drawing these lines, it's never, it look cool here if I did. No, I'm looking to the left. I'm looking to see where there's possible support resistance. So the price action may come here and then come down. Then possibly bounce off of this level. Then come up. Then possibly get rejected off of this level. Then come down. Now what is it doing? It's actually losing its momentum. We had a high, we had a higher high. Now we have a lower high. And what happens if it breaks below? So instead of entering here, increasing your risk, what we could do is wait till it breaks this level of resistance. Once it breaks this level, we get alerted. We get alerted and we see, oh, it broke this level. Candle body closed above our main level. And let's go ahead and label that as well. So make sure our magnitude is on. Our main level is 0.11221. So we would do this right here. And let's go ahead and fix this. 221. Very good. And this one was our, we'll just put it as 1. Okay. So it has to break this level. And it has the 4-hour candle must close above this level for us to enter. Because now it's saying, hey, we're above this level. More than likely, we're going to continue up. This is why it's important to set alerts above the previous recent high. And if you can, above the wick. But you don't want to keep on going up and up and up, and because you never enter. So that is my thought process on this. Okay. So let's see here. Let's going down the chat, seeing what we got. We're doing pretty good on time. We got about 5 more minutes. Again, we do this every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go over 1 hour of free mentorship. I encourage questions. Questions about indicators, questions about trading styles, thought process on, trader versus investor, thought process on, I just don't like doing leverage information, just because if you're here, more than likely you're learning how to trade or you're sharpening your skills. And I would absolutely hate to destroy you by showing you how to do leverage and you take that and run and then get annihilated with your account. Now, I recently did a video for the VIP group on how to trade leverage. And in the video, at the very beginning, I tell everybody, if you don't know how to trade, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Now, if you want to try, I show you how to do, it's a demo account to where you can kind of try, see what it does, see what the buttons do. Not only that, but I strongly encourage everybody, if they do leverage trade, do a 1x, 2x, 3x. Like you can do a 1x. Let's say there's COTI and on your exchange, they don't have a short. Well, you can do futures with a 1x to do the short. And that really does help out. So where you can make money both ways. All right, going through the chats. And I do think we were caught up with the chat. Let's see here. Is there anything that I want to say? Any story time? See here. Lenny says, how does it look on your new indicators you're teaching us? I do like them. I really do. So for example, let's go to my template. Oh no, I don't need to do that. Let's go to this. So this is LuxAlgo. For LuxAlgo, I do have a referral link if you choose to buy it. I really like this indicator. I really do. I don't like a lot of indicators, but I do like this one. There are free indicators you can use, because I'm all about free as well. That's why I give everything out for free on this thing. So all you got to do is type in LuxAlgo on your indicators. Some of the ones that I do recommend, these are paid, but the ones that I do recommend, fair value gap, and see what they do. Click around, DYOR, click around, see what it does. Order block detector, smart money concepts, and that's it. So those are the 3 free ones that you can use, as opposed to getting the paid version. The paid version is pretty expensive, in my opinion, but well worth it. And one thing that I recommend to everybody is invest in yourself. You have to, instead of doing all these, all the times you fall down, all the times you fail, all the times and fail as in F-A-I-L, not F-E-L-L. So all the times that you didn't succeed in your trades, instead of losing all this money, get a group, get a mentor. Choose me or choose it. Well, I wouldn't say choose anybody, because there's a lot of really bad people out there. But choose me. Why not? Stop messing around. Get a mentor. Invest in yourself. I would say get books, but the books, what they do is they regurgitate junk. Websites, in my opinion, regurgitate junk. Now, it's good to look at books. It's good to look at websites, because it'll show you what other traders are doing. But the main thing is you want experience. You want to have a mentor that has done this before. And I've done it before. Other mentors have done it before too. One thing with me, though, is I don't promise you empty hopes and dreams like everybody else. Like I tell you I tell you the truth. Because in my opinion, it's much easier to believe somebody and to trust somebody that is in it for them. And that's what I'm in it for you. This is why I do this every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that you can learn all these tips and tricks. Now, in addition to this, I have another indicator where it is, what's this one showing me? This one is showing me, it's called vector candles. There's all these different names. So I'm just going to double click on this. I'm going to change my thing to gray. And this shows you the volume of the buys and sells. So this is very important as well. I made a video for the VIP group. And just to briefly talk about this, I changed my colors to gray. That way I can see when we have high volume. This is the market makers selling. They're pushing the price down. Now this says that the price should come back up, and there's a block that forms, like these blocks. There's a block that forms, and usually the price goes back to these blocks, because this is how market makers make their money. Now, once again, all this is done in a video. I think it's like a 30, maybe 36-minute video. The video was over an hour long. It took me about 2 hours to edit it down to about 30 minutes, because I know that your time is valuable. And that's what I do. I make videos, and if I need to edit them because they're long, I will do that to save you time. Not only that, but it encourages you to watch the videos. All these videos that I have, they are going to make you money. They are. Not financial advice. Okay. So this is saying that it should come up. Now, don't think that it will come up. That's where people get confused, because you can have a red candle, then you can have another red candle, then you can have another red candle. And if you're entering along here, then enter along here, then add to your long, then add to your long, then you're gonna get loose. Then the different color candle is saying that it's possible reversal. Doesn't mean it's gonna be reversal, because the next candle could do a red and a red, a lot of sell, a lot of sell, a lot of sell. So this helps with the thought process, in addition to your support resistance, in addition to your moving averages, in addition to just everything else you're learning. So same thing with the greens. This is a lot of buying pressure. The market makers are moving this up. They have a very high probability that it might come back down to this area. Doesn't mean it will though, because I've seen a lot where it went up and up and up. You would think, oh, short and up. Oh, here's our short. Here's our short. Let's do it. And then it goes up and up. And you got liquidated. You literally got liquidated. You added and added and added and added, and you got liquidated. Then you funded your account again, and you got liquidated. Look at all this green. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. It's going to go. What the heck? It's going to go. Oh, now it's going to reverse. And finally it does. You never know when it's going to happen. So be very, very careful with that. Then, of course, we have the Fu Manchu. The Fu Manchu. Oh, let me put this up. So these are the indicators. Whoa. These are the indicators that I use. This is the Fu Manchu down here. This is Market Cipher B, the free version. Granted, it's not as precise as Market Cipher. So if you are making money, I strongly recommend you get Market Cipher. Now, hopefully, in the future, I will have that referral link, but right now I don't. And this basically says, you know, when it's up here, more than likely it's time to short. Does it mean that it's going to? Nope, because you could have, see here we had a short and then said, oh, no, just playing long. No, just playing short. Okay, you can long. Here we have, okay, short. No, just playing long. No, no, just short. Okay, long it. No, short it. No, no, just playing long it. And there's been several where it's like that. Long it. No, short it. Oh, there's divergence. Okay, long it. Oh, no, short. So, like right here. Boom, boom, boom. So, in addition to indicators, you still have to rely on price action. Great question. Let's see here. Let's get rid of this. And let's see here. ETH USD is on hold right now to see what it does. ETH USD is on hold right now to see where it does. Let's look at ETH. Yeah, so for this one, there's a high possibility that just like when Bitcoin got the ETF, it dumped. So right now the market makers are pushing this up. But yeah, as far as ETH goes, if you're not already in the trade, I would just wait. I would just wait, wait maybe a week and then see what it does. But with Bitcoin, it came down. See, Grant says, when the screen share finishes, I go straight to the training videos to keep myself fresh. Join the VIP. It's unreal. Stop messing around, guys. Like, I am literally in these charts all day. Literally. If you can't afford to be in these charts, and I hear that excuse a lot. Oh, Joe, well, I'm married and I have kids and I have activities and I have hobbies and I, go out with the boys and I, work 2 jobs and I do Uber and Lyft and I'm your answer. I am in these charts. I will notify you. Move up your stop loss. I will notify you. Enter now, not buy the breakout or buy the retest, because it still leaves it up to you. What time frame do I do? When? It broke out, but then it came back in. Like, do I enter now? How long am I going to be in this trade? What I do is I say, there's zero question. There is zero question when to enter. Enter now. Targets, stop loss. Set, move up your stop loss. I'll update you. Move up your stop loss. The market gets crazy and it doesn't look good, no matter what time it is. I will say, look at this, guys. I will say, close all your trades. I don't even care. Now, what would have happened? I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So don't think that, oh, Joe knows it all and, he's going to. Nobody knows, guys. This could have I could have looked like a huge fool. It could have come down here, bounced, come up here, come down, and come up. And all of the ones that we were in could have hit our first target, second target, even third target. And people might have been like, oh, Joe, that was a bad call. But they're only saying that because they know what happened, if this would have happened. However, we had a very high probability just because we have this was high, slightly higher high, then a lower high. Not looking good. Then it's starting to come down. Not looking good. Even though we have buying pressure, not looking good. And we said, sell right now, close all your trades. Who cares if we're at a 4% loss? Who cares? I would rather have a 4% loss than risk it and not warn the members and get lost 20%, get lost 15%. Have our stop loss hit 18%, 5%, 7%. Save your money, guys. And look at what's happening. My goal is to save you money, period. All right. Let's see here. Sam says, ASM, not going down like the rest. Okay, let's check it out. And you'll have coins like that too, where there's coins that they don't care what Bitcoin's doing. It's not doing great though. This is a low market cap coin. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to say, I haven't looked yet. I'm going to say it is under 250. I'm going to go with 125 million. ASM. Okay, it's coming up right now. Ooh, 30. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I said it went under 130. Sure enough. I can tell, like, there's a low market cap coin. Like, the reason it hasn't dumped hard, nobody's watching it. Nobody's looking at it. The people who do buy it, I didn't even look at this stuff. I just saw this. I didn't even look at this. These are people who don't know how to use order books, don't understand liquidity, don't understand how to, scale in. This person probably bought $100 worth, skyrocket the price. Everybody down here has sell orders up here and selling to them. So I don't know what this coin is. And if I were to invest in this coin, it'd be like $20 a day. $20 today, $20 the next couple of days. But I wouldn't, put $500 on it because the market cap's too low. See, YouTube says, how can I join for VIP info? Send me a message. Send me a message on Telegram. I'm posting the links again. It's on my link tree. Is the very first button is for Telegram. Send me a message, say, hey Joe, I'm interested in your VIP group. And then of course I will send you the info on either monthly payments, or if you want to save a lot of money, yearly payments. But yeah, my main thing here is not to trick you. Like, there's a lot of mentors out there that, oh yes guys, I'm really looking out for you, this and that, blah blah. But then you ask them a question, well, that's only in the VIP. So join the VIP. And they're millionaires, guys. What is helping somebody who wants to get where you're at? What does that cost you? It gets me upset, guys. It gets me upset. I have some videos. People like drama. People like drama. Yes, YouTube doesn't like negativity. But here, you go to my videos, and I have Get Wrecked with this mentor. And then I have a part 2. This is what you don't want as a mentor. This is what you don't want. And of course, I have other videos that really show you how to trade. Now, granted, by joining the VIP, you're going to learn all this stuff really, really quick. I have videos that are 3, 4, 5 minutes long, on average 4 minutes. And it shows you from A to Z, literally. But then, you can learn everything here. Ask me questions. Okay, moving on. Let's get rid of this. Let's see here. Dylan says, lost my house due to a house fire. Oh, and currently jobless, but still investing in the VIP. It's worth it. But still invested in the VIP. Wow, Dylan, that's conviction big time, man. And that just drives me to work harder. Wow. I literally got goosebumps. Literally, now on my back and my neck. That's conviction right there, guys. Lost everything. Everything. Didn't lose his life or his family's life. So, be grateful for that. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that, see, and this is another thing too. Like, you're putting your trust in me. All I have is my word. That's all I have. I don't have, crazy money and everything. Joe, why don't you have money? You know how to trade. Why don't you have money? It takes money to make money. Plain and simple. It's much easier to make $1,000 with 1,000. It's much harder to make $100 with $1. Not saying that I have $1. I got 14 of those in the bank. But just to let you know, guys, this is one thing that a lot of mentors, they look down on me for, because, Joe, how come you don't have a Bugatti yet? Joe, how come you don't have a Corvette and a Mercedes and, all these? I'm working my way up there. And because I know how to trade, I'm going to get there a lot sooner than joining a group that doesn't care about me and only wants me as a member. So, give you a heads up. Let's see here. Grant says, what an attitude. Yes, definitely. Like, this is somebody who, ooh, man, this is somebody who is fired up. This is me when I first started. I'm a registered nurse, guys. I am a registered nurse. No family, no nothing, bukus of money, working overtime like crazy. I love working, guys. I love working. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to do this trading thing. I'm going to devote everything. This is my only choice. There is no plan B. There is no second option. This is the one and only thing I want to do. Even though I was making crap loads of money, I studied and I studied and I went to websites and I went to videos and I joined groups and I got mentors. I spent so much money so that I wouldn't spend so much money on the market. That's what I did. If right now you're on the fence, should I join? Stop. And people tell me, like, Joe, that's not a good sales line. I don't care. I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to offer you the opportunity to stop doing what you're doing, stop losing, do this, what I'm showing, and all these updates and all this thought process, you will kill it. You will kill it. So again, the part that everybody tells me, Joe, you need to be more, I'm not selling anything. I'm offering you this opportunity. Stop messing around. Do it. Like, you'll see the difference. And for me, there was no turning back. I had, just like Dylan, I had to do this. There's no second option. And I would literally 12 hours a day minimum every single day, except for when I was working, because I do double shifts on the weekends. But every day I was studying and taking notes and studying, taking notes, watching videos over and over, pausing the video, rewinding the video, writing stuff down, adding to my notes, drawing diagrams, having different color pens, just like if I was in college. In a final exam, everything depended on it. That's how I treated it. People ask me, Joe, like, how did you start like learning? When did you become good? It took me about a month. About a month, I was good. Now, I'm nowhere near where I'm at now. I'm like at 2% when I first started. And that's when I was good. Now I think I'm pretty good. Let the trades speak for themselves. I think I'm pretty good. Do I lose? Yes, of course. Why? Joe, if you're that good, why do you lose? Because we're trading against people. And that's one thing with me. I'm very real. I'm very real. I will tell you my experiences. Wins, losses, all that good stuff. All right. So that's all I got, guys. I do thank you so very much. It's been a pleasure. Once again, we do this every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Watch for this video. Watch this video. This video is going to shed light on the VIP. And it should be out in about an hour, maybe 2. And this is what we do. If you think this is nice and great and fantastic and you're making money, awesome. You haven't seen nothing in the VIP? Come join us. Come join us today. My name is Joe. This is TradeIntuition. Wishing you a successful trading day and a successful trading week. We are so close, guys. Man, I'm so happy. So happy to be here. So happy to have you along with me on this trading journey. So happy to be a part of your trading journey. One thing I do here is very awkward, closes, and they're very long. But I'm going to go ahead and end it right now. 3, 2, 1. My name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition. All I have is my name. That's all I have. My mom raised me with integrity, morals, ethics. I'm the guy who literally pulls over to help somebody change a flat tire. Now, the pretty ones I don't help, because believe me, people will stop. But the elderly, you know, my mom told me, quick story time, sorry. I've already told this story before. I was like 7 or 8. My brother was 6 or 7. We're about a year and a half apart. We were riding the bus. You know, I didn't come up with money. Like all these people, I didn't come up with money. We're riding the bus, and my mom taught us to always stand up and give your chair to a female, especially a pregnant female, and the elderly. Well, there was one time, the bus is packed. Bus is packed. My brother's sitting on the seat, I'm sitting on the seat, my mom's sitting on the other seat, and this pregnant girl comes in. She was young too, maybe like in her 20s. And she comes in, I look at my brother, he looks at me, and we didn't even give her a chance. She starts coming up, and I stand up right away. I was like, ma'am, miss, please take my seat. And my brother stands up right away, miss, please take my seat. No, miss, please take. We're literally fighting over whose seat she's going to take. And that's how my mom raised us. You know, I open doors, I do all this other good stuff. All I have is my name. That's it. So with that being said, guys, I do thank you so much. If you still have your mom, tell her you love her. If you still have your dad, do the same, but more so for your mom, because your mom loves you more. Just saying. All right, guys. If you don't, you know, share this with other people who do have their mom. Let them know. If you're in a relationship, do not leave mad. You never know what can happen. You can leave to the grocery store, something can happen. You know, so treat every day as a gift. And my gift to you is to show you how to change your life. That's all I got. I do thank you. As always, the awkward and very long outro. Take care, guys. Not sure what time it is your time, but we are overtime. But it is always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Awkward looking down, and we're good. See ya. Uh-oh. What is this? Somebody made a diss video. Just face it. You a shade trader. Just face it. You a shade trader. Just face it. You a shade trader. I'm a what? Obsessed with others' lives. Why you need the spotlight? Wasting my time. I shouldn't give you advice. Still trying to figure it out. I got a life, no time for this fight. Seems like you're out of loop. Maybe quit YouTube. Quit YouTube? Talking, spilling all your secrets. Sounding like a little girl. Pushing 50, still ain't crypto rich. Probably lit. Listen, basement. Just face it. You a shade trader. Just face it. That's not nice. Just face it. You a shade trader. Just face it. Oh, that wasn't nice. All right, guys, thank you so much. This was a diss video that was made because, well, people don't like me. But it's okay. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make you money. That's all I care about. With that being said, DJ Maestro, play that music. About 10 seconds, then we can go on about our day. Maestro, wake up.